Get ready to match the stars. Jack Cassidy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Conny Van Dyke, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
My friends, my brother.
Well, you're very strong.
Oh, sorry.
Well, now, should we do a regular
You look like
opening?
Frank Nitti.
Yes, I am Frank Nitti. Pow, pow, pow.
It looks
Okay.
nitty, gritty.
Nitty. Now let's just be, while we have the time, you're on Tattletales.
Right.
On CBS in the mornings.
Great fun.
She's on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and she's a funny lady.
Oh, very.
That's
How
Betty.
funny is she?
Darling.
I'll tell you how funny she is. She's probably going to be in 10 episodes this year at least.
Maybe. Yeah, let's
That's it.
hope. Did you see Charles on the Patsy Awards with his cockatoo?
No.
It was the cutest thing
You
in
have a
the
cockatoo?
world. They fell in love. They really did.
He's doing a play with Cassidy here, which opens in Toronto in August, right?
And Brett and I are getting married.
Yes, no.
Royal Alexander Theatre will be there playing there for 2 weeks, and hopefully Janice Page will be co-starring with Richard Dawson.
Oh, how nice. Yes.
So you want to know what I'm
now let's
doing?
find out
Yes.
what she's
in the
doing.
game?
I'm having Adam change his last name to Ed. So when I put the name tapes on the little clothes to send him to camp, it's shorter. That's my summer.
I love the way she says that every year on television.
I'm so thrilled
Adam
to hear
is
that.
43 years old, and she still talks about name tags on camp clothes.
He's
Say hello to Chief
39.
Bill Herod over here. Hello there, Bill. You ready? Okay. Going to start with the audience match. Then you could win over $5,000. And we'll see how you do with that in a minute or so. But right now, we want you to see this. Bill Herod over here is going to have another go at it. It didn't work last time, but Bill,
No,
you're
they
up here
picked
again,
Dawson.
and it might work this time. You got 450. You're going to try for over 5,000, shall we?
Okay, Jane, let's go.
We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Paint blank. Now remember, they're worth $500. If you match the upper one, you match the middle one, you get $250. You match the bottom one, you get $100. Whom do you call on for a little help?
May I have Richard, please?
Richard, he wants you.
Paintbrush.
Paintbrush.
Brett for number 2, please.
Brett,
Why? How about paint your wagon?
Paint Your Wagon. Okay, it was a Broadway musical.
And Betty, please.
Betty.
Paint thinner.
What's that?
Paint thinner.
Paint thinner. Okay, so you got paint thinner, Paint Your Wagon, and paintbrush. You can choose one of those or think up one of your own. What do you want to do?
How about paint Pandora?
I don't think that'd work twice.
No.
I'll go with paintbrush, please.
Paintbrush. Okay.
What happened to paint box?
Paint box.
Did you remember that? Is that
Well,
before
that's
your
right. When you were a
time?
little kid, you had paint boxes with
Certainly.
the colors in, the watercolors. Well,
Watch
I
it
don't know.
come
That
up
may
here.
come up here. We'll
Paint
find out
box.
right now. He's looking for a paintbrush. Let's find out right now if it's up there and begin with the $100 response. Paint thinner was
See,
the
it
answer.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, it was very good. It's up there. Paintbrush. Are you under the $250 response? I ask you, are you? Paint Your Wagon.
That wasn't that
Oh, you got 2 out of 3 so far, Bill. Those celebrities were very good to you that time. Last chance for Paintbrush. Here's the $500 response. Paintbrush it is. They got them all, didn't they? I'm glad. Very good. They're all up there. Now that means you're going to have another go at $5,000, Bill, and it's time to choose one celebrity whom you will try to match exactly.
I have
Richard
ESP,
Dawson.
Bill.
Oh, he's
right.
so smart.
That's it. You sure?
Would you face me if you please,
He
sir?
sent you down
Okay.
the flames twice, but go ahead with that.
Here we go for 5,000. Blank Nick, N-I-C-K, blank Nick, or blank Nick. I'll give you both accents. Now he's finished, and we need your answer. One you think will match his, blank Nick.
Saint Nick.
Saint Nick. Saint Nick. Richard is what he says will match you for $5,000.
Don't start groaning, folks. This is no fun for me to be embarrassed time after time.
3 times.
I said beat Nick.
Beat Nick.
Go ahead, Bill. Keep picking him.
Just a second. You come up here.
Go ahead, Bill.
Keep picking him.
Leave him alone now.
3 times.
He's won a lot of money for a lot of people, and nobody's perfect. Okay.
I'm not going to do this anymore.
$950, and remember, you're still the champ. You're going to play in other games. Let's welcome Nikki Layman. Hello there. Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
Nikki Layman.
Right.
Where are you from and all that?
Originally, I'm from San Diego, but during Sadie Hawkins Week in college, I caught my husband, and we were married a year later, and we're from Anaheim. We have 2 little girls, Kimberly and Stacy.
Well, we welcome you, Nikki.
Thank you.
Are you ready to play?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll just push this button here.
You like blondes,
There
eh,
it is.
Gene?
And ask you to make a selection.
B, please.
B, it is. Yes, of course. Hello there.
Hi, honey.
Robinson Crusoe put this invitation in a bottle.
What did it say,
It
Gene?
said, "Dear Mother, can you come to the island for dinner tonight? I just found out that Friday is blank." That's what he said in the note.
Can you come to the
The note
island?
said, "Dear Mother, can you come to the island for dinner tonight? I just found out that Friday is blank."
That's the most fabulous imitation of Robinson Crusoe I've ever heard in my whole life.
I just found out that Friday is blank.
Friday is.
Okay, we write blank.
Yeah, no, you can't write blank. Got to write something on that card.
Okay, Frank, whatever you say.
He's finished. You have
Washed
such
up,
a
actually.
quick mind. You really do.
Love your salute out of
That
Monjou.
come from Western costume.
No, this is a very good tailor who does this stuff for me.
Lock me a lady tonight. Lock me a lady tonight.
Are you finished? Is he distracting you?
Okay,
We
wait
can
a
put
minute,
him
okay.
in Dinah Shore's studio next door if he's bothering you.
I'm doing
He
that
can,
show
we
Wednesday.
can put him on the telephone and he'll telephone his answers in from there. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm not
All
even
right,
finished.
here we
Writing the Jefferson Papers?
Nikki Layman. Robinson Crusoe put this invitation in a bottle. Dear Mother, can you come to the island for dinner tonight? I just found out that Friday is...
My birthday?
Friday is my birthday. Listen, have you heard? Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, hey, come on back here
I
now.
cannot stand that kind of answer.
Yes, you can. You've got to, because some are good and some are bad.
The entire audience agrees with that.
Yeah, dear Mother, come to the island for dinner tonight. I just found out that Friday is, she said, my birthday.
The day before Saturday. No, Friday is a gourmet.
Friday is a gourmet. That's good, I think. Don't you
Excuse
think
me,
that's
Nikki.
good?
Oh,
That
all right,
was
what do you
wrong.
want, a fine cook?
Yours was fine, that was wrong.
Yeah.
I'll
I
go
don't
to
think
another
they've got a
studio
sense
and
of humor at all.
The dating game.
Now, Brett.
I've been working too hard.
Really?
Not on this answer.
Well, Friday is your wedding anniversary.
Dear Mother, come to the island for dinner. I just found out that Friday's your wedding anniversary.
Oh, don't boo me. I'm not well. I'm on my way to the hospital from this very show.
You're on your way out for the veins.
Don't applaud because she's sick. Now, stop that. Charles, what do you say?
There's very few people that can wear pink and get away with it. I said
That's true.
your birthday.
How about your birthday and my birthday? There it is. There's one for Nikki.
Friday is a match.
Why is that a match?
Birthday.
Birthday.
Yes, it's
Okay,
birthday.
I completely understand.
Can you come to the island for dinner tonight? I just found out that Friday is...
off.
Friday is off. That's clever. Now, we've had some clever ones. You've got to think about these a lot. Don't hiss her.
No hissing.
She's a veteran. She served in...
Please, I have shrapnel in the arm.
That's... And that's not all. What do you say?
Since Beatnik, they've become quite surly, haven't they?
That's right, they have. I just found out that Friday is...
Unattached.
Unattached.
I feel pretty...
Well, they'll buy anything from you because you're a regular.
That's right. Now, here we come to a semi-regular. We try and get her whenever we can.
And then I do the show about every once in a while, too. However, listen.
Is that Betty White saying that?
No, now, Richard, I'm going to ride on Richard's coattails because I found out that Friday was single. It's the same thought.
Friday was single. So that's one for you, and your first round question will happen in a moment or so, but right now we want this to happen especially for you. We are ready to carry on with the second half of round one. Ready, Bill? This one is for you. Here it is. Jack Cassidy said this. Jack Cassidy said, "I'm so in love with my marvelous looks that when I retire from show business, I'm going to blank my face." That's what he said.
Oh, that image that I have, and basically I'm Huck Finn at heart.
That's right. You say you're going to retire, but you're never going to retire.
I'm actually Aunt Polly at heart.
Right. I'm so in love with my marvelous looks that when I retire from show business, I'm going to blank my face. Everybody's ready?
Oh, honey, that should be
You're the last one.
you.
It ought to be easy for you.
I have 1,000 things to say.
Right. Okay, Bill Herron. Jack Cassidy made this statement. "I'm so in love with my marvelous looks that when I retire from show business, I'm going to blank my face."
I think Jack would bronze his face.
Bronze is a good answer. By Jove, I think he came up with a splendid idea there. Bronze your face.
Certainly don't fiddle around, do you, Bill?
Yes, he does.
I'll tell you about my face, old-timer.
What?
I'd sell it.
You'd sell it. You wouldn't bronze it.
No, dear, I'm
Preserve it for
a bit
posterity.
bored with it.
I say.
Bit bored with it.
All right. Brett, what do you say?
I say thank you to those two darling little girls who gave me those two lovely
That
flowers
was sweet.
during the
Yes,
commercial.
indeed,
Isn't that
guys.
terrific?
Okay.
And then I have other things to say. I've perked up since the commercial.
Yes.
I said bronze.
Bronze.
Excellent.
One for you, Bill. Charles, would you bronze that face?
I certainly would.
Yes, indeed. What would you do to that face? Would you
Personally, I'd bury it, but Bill would probably bronze it.
Bronze it, yes. I'd like to have you bury it. You know, as a matter of fact, I'd like to see it in bronze because he really does have the John Barrymore profile. The part he's playing in that movie. Show your profile, would you? There it is. That's John Barrymore.
Can I ask a question why that's there?
Yes, I'll tell you later. Okay. Now we're up to you.
It's also, if you look carefully, Ethel Barrymore.
Yes. When I retire from show business, I'm going to blank my face.
Maggie
And Bill
Hamilton.
said bronze.
Yes, I was going to say a very popular answer, Beatnik, but I thought maybe I shouldn't risk it. So I said bronze.
Bronze it is.
Well, if he can't afford to bronze it, if he can't afford that many, he could just brawn it. I said bronze.
It's a bronze. Yes, bronze. Okay. That's fine for you. You did very well with that, didn't you? Okay, we go to round two and ask Nikki to make her selection.
I'll try B.
B. Now, you must match 4 to stay in the game and achieve a tie here. Dumb Donald was so dumb.
How dumb was he?
I tell you how dumb he was. He went through the tunnel of love without a blank. That's how dumb Donald was.
Oh, honey, I've got...
That's it. Bing, bing, bing. Bing. They're all bing. Oh, Charles. No. Nikki Layman, are you ready? They're all ready over there. Dumb Donald was so dumb, he went through the tunnel of love without a blank.
Lover, partner, friend, other person,
Other person.
lover, girlfriend.
Girlfriend. So take your pick. Without another person, huh? Okay, I don't know about Dumb Donald. Do you? What do you say?
Well, originally I was going to choose a photograph of me. Because I'm the closest thing you'll come to a still life.
Yes.
But I said a girl.
A girl. There's one match for you. All right, Brett, you're up.
I said this brilliant play on words, a broad, as you know, in a broad.
That's true. And Charles.
You know, this is the first time this row has agreed in 3 years.
Yeah.
I said a date.
A date? There's another one. It's rolling.
It certainly is. What is it without a girl?
That's right. Okay.
I'll tell you what it's like.
And Richard.
Would it be a bad time to say boat?
Yes, it would. It really would.
Girl.
So you say girl. Listen, I always get nervous when you have that furrow in your brow.
No, it's just that sitting in this particular position is my second favorite thing. My first favorite thing I can't mention here. It's like getting run over by a team of mules. This whole thing rests, it's...
That's right, at this moment it's a tie.
Girl.
Girl. Okay, girl. Now, when we come back, you'll have your question, and you will need one to achieve a tie, and then if that happens, we'll have to go to a tiebreaker. Come back and find out what happened to little orphan Annie. Listen, I must point out to you, Nikki has matched all 6 celebrities, and I inadvertently called on Charles Nelson Reilly twice, but it really didn't make any difference in the game, so, because I couldn't see that his light was on, that he had matched her in the first round. But anyway, she's got 6, and Bill, you need 1 to tie, to go to a tiebreaker. Are you ready?
Here we are.
This, little Danny said, "Mommy, can Grandma come out and play with us?" And his mother replied, "Okay, but first you'll have to blank her up." Who plays?
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Jack is the only one.
Because there's
Yes.
only one light
Yes,
missing.
right. Okay, here we go. Ready? Little Danny said, "Mommy, can Grandma come out and play with us?" And his mother replied, "Okay, but first you'll have to blank her up."
May I hear it one more time?
Sure. Little Danny.
Keep it down now. This is important.
Little Danny said, "Mommy, can Grandma come out and play with us?" And his mother replied, "Okay, but first you'll have to blank her up." First you'll have to blank her up. Blank her up.
Wake her up.
Wake her up. That's not bad. He gave a very good response, and Jack, the entire responsibility rests on your shoulders. Either he's going to tie if he matches you, and we'll go to a tiebreaker, or if he doesn't match you, she will become the winner.
Oh, well, let me say this, Gene. This could be a spin-off for me for my own series. But I doubt it. I said prop her up.
Prop her up. That means Nikki Layman wins the game. Come down, Nikki.
Congratulations.
Will you stand by for a moment? Bill, we're parting company. Listen, it was a pleasure to meet you, sir. You've got $950 together with our best wishes. Bill Harris. A good chance. Come on, Bill. Now, you're going to have a go at the big money, over $5,000, Nikki. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Sydney Blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500, $250, and $100. Whom do you call on?
Richard?
Richard, what do you say?
Sidney Poitier.
Sydney Poitier?
Betty?
Betty?
Sydney, Australia.
Sydney,
Lovely
Australia.
fellow.
Yes, he was wonderful.
Brett?
And Brett.
Number 3 is always tricky. What about Sydney Greenstreet?
Sydney Greenstreet. So you got Sydney Greenstreet, Sydney Poitier, and Sydney, Australia. You want one of those? Mm-hmm. Which one?
Sidney Poitier.
All right, Sydney Poitier. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. We'll begin by looking for Sydney under the $100 number. Slide it, Earl. Add up Sydney, Australia is the one that Betty gave.
Number 3.
Okay. Sydney Poitier, are you under the $250 response? Let's find out. Sydney Greenstreet.
See,
That was
Charles made
Brett.
fun of me.
Last chance for you, Sydney. Here's the $500 response. Poitier! Congratulations. All right. Now, Nikki, you got the $600. You got to choose one to match exactly. Which one will that be?
Richard?
Richard, you get... No.
Now, Richard.
Oh, we don't have time.
Sorry.
Oh, hold everything.
Tune in
I'm going to
Monday.
do it
Stop.
anyway.
Final results.
Okay. We've got to go to do a little business first. You stand right here. We'll be right back. Terrific.
Thank you very
Go
much.
watch her movie. It's called...
W.W. and the Dixie Dance Kings, and the second one is called Framed with Joe Don Baker.
You've done 2.
I certainly have.
Your cup overfloweth.
Certainly.
Yes.
I've done 2. One this way and one that way. Remember those jokes?
Yeah. And what, are you really in that movie?
W.C. Fields, yes, I'm working on it. Playing John Barrymore.
That's going to be a marvelous flick. Okay. And next time we get together, dear friends and gentle hearts, these are the people you'll see.
Bert Convy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Joanne Flug, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Tula Fox.
Gene Rayburn, Match Game 75. Join us next time. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast